never asked for money. I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why are you? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
Baby, the streets are buzzing like never before. Word is spreading that Beyonce has been losing it after the shocking court decision involving Jay Z's alleged 31-year-old love child, Ryer Satterthwaite. The judge officially granted him the right to a paternity test, and the timing couldn't be wilder. Ryer has been fighting for years to get to the truth. But here's the real kicker. He claims Jay Z tried to shut him down with threats if he dared to keep pressing his case. This twist has everybody's jaws on the floor. For more than 10 years, Ryer has been on a mission, trying every way possible to reach Jay Z and let him know, I'm your son. The whole story comes from what his late mother reportedly told him before she passed away at just 45 after a sudden heart attack. According to Ryer, his mom confided that she had been with Jay Z decades ago, and that's when she got pregnant. The shocking part, she was only 15 at the time, while Jay Z was already 22. That revelation alone has the internet spiraling, with many voices saying it sounds like a disturbing situation that could seriously damage Jay Z's name. The controversy isn't cooling down either, because people keep pointing out that back in March, Jay Z was already hit with another wave of heavy allegations that were eerily similar. The timing of all this makes it even harder for him to escape the spotlight, and now the streets are whispering nonstop about how deep this scandal could really go. The moment the court gave Ryer the green light to push forward with his paternity lawsuit, the news spread like wildfire across social media. And honestly, how could it not when major stars like Nicki Minaj and 50 Cent were fanning the flames of this chaos? Nicki wasted no time at all. She hit retweet on 50's post that read, Jay Z is trending because the judge has granted Ryer's request to move forward with his case. That alone had the internet on fire. But it didn't stop there, because the judge also officially ordered Jay Z to respond to Ryer's paternity lawsuit by July 18th. And that deadline has people watching closely. Nicki Minaj even threw her own shade when she reposted the news with a caption that read, is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. To God be the glory that had fans screaming because they knew she was stirring the pot. Now let's not forget, both Nicki and 50 have had bad blood with Jay Z for years. For 50, it's always been about a lyrical rivalry. Who's got the harder beats, who deserves more credit, and who the industry crowns with recognition. And of course, 50 being 50, he just loves clowning anyone in the spotlight. So for him, this is entertainment gold. Still, the timing and the way these two jumped on this drama made the whole scandal 10 times messier. But when it comes to Nicki Minaj, her beef with Jay Z runs way deeper. It all goes back to when she was signed under his powerhouse label, Roc Nation. Word on the street is that Jay Z allegedly played her dirty when it came to business deals. And we're not talking about small change, we're talking major money. The type of money that can't just be brushed off. Insiders say Nicki never forgot about it, and judging by how quick she is to throw shade his way, it's clear she still carries that grudge heavy to this very day. She even brought it up again in a tweet where she wrote, I'm going to use some of the money Jay Z owes me to send money in my barbs to college, pay their school fees and student loans. We've calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Jay Z called me to settle up this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest.
Impregnated a 15-year-old. It would be over.
If you talk to him personally, that's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. First of all, Jay Z offered the money. At first, he offered them bread, like, and everything, but his aunt didn't, like, approve of it. She said, no, you know.
You still in my top 5, though? Let's get it, Ninja. The tweet set the whole feed ablaze and had folks screaming for receipts and for Jay Z to pick up the phone right now. People are still clowning him and calling him all kinds of names, and that energy ain't fading anytime soon. On top of Nicki, Hype Plus contributor Choke and Joke reposted 50's update with a caption hyping the move as a total chess play, saying they can see how this could knock Jay Z off his game, call it checkmate, and even predict this could cost him big opportunities like the Super Bowl if the results come back against him.
Jay Z got a lien on her house, all type of that was going on. This lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but young boy's so thorough though. He don't like. He just want a dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do none of that.
This drama's heating up and the internet can't get enough of it. Watch, they're gonna pin this all on Diddy. That's what people are already whispering online. Some are saying Jay Z messed up the moment he claimed he wasn't cool with Diddy because now the streets believe Diddy might have spilled his darkest secrets. One wild comment even quoted Mari's famous line, "You are the father. Happy Father's Day, bro." The internet is treating this like the downfall of Rock Nation itself, with fans calling it the beginning of the end. And if that wasn't messy enough, reports are flying that Beyonce is spiraling after the court officially ruled in Ray's favor. With the judge granting him the paternity test, things are about to get real. And fast. For decades, Jay Z has allegedly been pulling strings behind the scenes to shut this case down quietly, but Raya just wouldn't back off. He's been fighting nonstop, pushing his truth against one of the most powerful names in the industry. And now it finally looks like he's breaking through the wall Jay Z built, and the fallout could shake the whole empire. Contrary to what the public keeps saying, Raya insists he's not chasing Jay Z's money with this lawsuit, he just wants the truth. He's made it clear that this is about identity, not payouts, and his family is standing firmly behind him, pushing him to keep going every step of the way. But while Raya is celebrating this progress, insider whispers say Beyonce is fuming over the latest developments. She's reportedly so frustrated that she's even considering delaying the release of her long-awaited tell-all book, a project she's been carefully preparing for years. Sources claim Beyonce has always been intensely private about her personal life, but behind the scenes, she's been documenting everything like clockwork. Word is she's technically been working on this memoir for over a decade, stacking pages of details that could shake the entire culture. And now, with this love child scandal making headlines, she's allegedly ready to use her book to finally set the record straight once and for all. We're talking her marriage struggles, Jay-Z's rumored infidelity, Solange's infamous elevator showdown, and now this alleged secret son. Nothing is off the table. As Cat Williams once said, all the lies will be exposed in the season. And it looks like that season might be coming sooner than anyone expected. It all started with P. Diddy, and now the fire has shifted straight onto Jay Z and Beyonce. And the streets are saying Queen Bey might just be grabbing her life jacket, ready to jump off this sinking marriage ship, allegedly. The drama is spilling everywhere, and the comment sections are blowing up with people taking sides. One person wrote, Raya's mother was underage when Jay Z got her pregnant, so he won't do a paternity test. He already knows that's his son. That comment alone had social media shaking. Another chimed in, wow, he really tried to set that boy up. Sad. And if she had him at 15, that means he was 24 messing with a 14-year-old. It's disgusting.
I still can't believe that Jay Z denies that this is his kid. Jay Z's alleged son Rhaimir just recently spoke to the Daily Mail, again pleading for Jay Z to finally take a paternity test that he's been avoiding for the last 10 years. Let's talk about it. If you do not know, this man, Rhaimir Satterthwaite, has spent the last few years being very vocal about the fact that he believes Jay Z is his father. And now Rhaimir is taking this to the Supreme Court. Rhaimir alleges that when his mother was 16 years old, she had a very brief fling with Jay Z when he was 22. By the time Rhaimir was born in 1993, his mother was no longer in contact with Jay Z. However, she had recently gotten back together with her high school boyfriend. At the time, she made the decision to put that boyfriend, Robert, on Rhaimir's birth certificate. Stay with me, okay? So now the first time that Rhaimir sues Jay Z is in 2010. A court in Pennsylvania then orders genetic testing for Jay Z, Rhaimir, and the high school boyfriend that was on the birth certificate. And what do you know? It comes out that the high school boyfriend, Robert, was not Rhaimir's father.
The accusations just keep getting heavier, and fans are not holding back. But not everyone is dragging Jay Z. A different voice defended him, saying, in defense of Jay Z, what's the goal here? They want to force a fake son on a man just because he's wealthy and has a happy family? He's raising 3 kids with his wife in a stable home? People are threatened seeing a rich, strong black dynasty. This is sad that sparked a whole debate about whether this case is about truth, clout, or tearing down a power couple. And just when you thought it couldn't get wilder, pictures started circulating online of a young Raya with his mom, his brother, and another man people claimed was his real father. But according to reports, Raya already took a DNA test with that man, and it came back negative. Now the mystery only deepens, and the world is waiting to see what happens next. It all started with P. Diddy, and now the spotlight has swung full force onto Jay Z and Beyonce. And the whispers on the block are that Beyonce herself is allegedly ready to grab her life jacket and jump ship from what looks like a sinking marriage. The storm is only getting louder, and social media can't stop buzzing as fans, critics, and insiders weigh in with their raw opinions. One person dropped a bomb in the comments, writing, Raya's mother was underage when Jay Z got her pregnant, so he won't do a paternity test. He already knows that's his son. That statement alone had timelines in chaos, sparking heated debates about morality, responsibility, and the dark truths celebrities try to bury. Another commenter added fuel to the fire, saying, "Wow, he really tried to set that boy up. Sad. And if she had him at 15, that means he was 24 messing with a 14-year-old. It's disgusting. The accusations get heavier with each word, painting a picture that is almost too explosive for the industry to handle. But of course, not everyone is ready to drag Jay Z through the mud. Some are stepping up in his defense. One user passionately wrote, "In defense of Jay Z, what's the goal here? They want to force a fake son on a man just because he's wealthy and living a good life? He's raising 3 kids with his wife in a stable home. People are threatened by seeing a rich, successful black dynasty. This is just sad." That comment shifted the tone, as others began arguing whether this is really about exposing the truth or simply tearing down a powerful couple. And to make matters even messier, old photos have resurfaced online showing a young Raya with his mother, his brother, and a man who many claim was actually his real father.
Jay Z, however, never responds to the court documents until the case gets dismissed. In 2012, Rymir then goes ahead and sues Jay Z, this time in the state of New Jersey. Jay's lawyers fight back, saying that the court has no jurisdiction over Jay Z because Jay Z has no business ties, no homes to the state of New Jersey. A judge dismisses the case. Rymir's lawyers quickly appeal, and they bring back tax documents as well as deed documents that show a Sean Carter from New Jersey who does have ties to New Jersey. Jay's attorney tells the court that she initially misspoke when she said that he had no ties to the state of New Jersey because she truly did believe that he only lived in New York City. However, they fight back and say, well, there's no proof that the Sean Carter in those tax documents is actually Jay Z. So crazy to say, but that works, and they dismiss the case again. Now the NAACP and the ACLU are fighting on Rymir's behalf. Rymir then sues Jay Z again in 2014, and it is dismissed again on the same basis that they can't prove that the Sean Carter in those documents is Jay Z. Now Rymir is taking this to the New Jersey Supreme Court, and he's asking that all documents be unsealed all the way back to 2012. And he's asking Jay Z to just take the test. In 2016, right before her death, his mother Wanda actually made a public statement saying that she supports Rymir and that Jay Z was actually his father. Rymir has claimed time and time again that he's not looking for anything except validation and...
At first glance, that could have been the end of the speculation, but according to reports, Ryer already took a DNA test with that man, and it came back negative. That revelation only reignited the firestorm, leaving fans more convinced than ever that Jay Z is hiding something. Now the whole world is watching this case unfold like a live soap opera, with Beyonce stuck in the middle, Ryer pushing for answers, and Jay Z facing allegations that could shake not just his career, but his entire empire. It may have kicked off with the firestorm around P. Diddy, but now all eyes have turned squarely to Jay Z and Beyonce, and the whispers won't stop. The narrative swirling online paints a picture of Queen Bey allegedly strapping on her life jacket, ready to bail from what fans are calling a sinking ship of a marriage. The buzz is relentless, the heat is rising, and every new piece of information seems to push this scandal into even darker, messier waters. The public is split, but the comment sections are where things are exploding with raw, unfiltered opinions. One person dropped a jaw-dropping comment that had people shaking their heads, writing, "Rye's mother was underage when Jay Z got her pregnant, so he won't do a paternity test. He already knows that's his son." That alone sent shockwaves through the internet, with many questioning why this case has dragged on so long if there's nothing to hide. Another user piled on, adding, "Wow, he really tried to set that boy up. Sad. And if she had him at 15, that means he was 24 messing with a 14-year-old. It's disgusting." That perspective only intensified the storm, painting Jay Z in a corner where the accusations grow uglier by the minute. But then came the pushback. Not everyone is ready to crucify Jay Z. A different voice defended him with just as much passion, saying, "In defense of Jay Z, what is the goal here? They want to force a fake son on a man just because he's wealthy and living a good life? He's raising 3 kids with Beyonce in a stable home. People can't stand to see a rich, powerful black dynasty standing tall. That's why this is happening." It's so sad that defense sparked its own wave of debate, with some agreeing that Jay Z is the target of a takedown and others insisting that money and power don't erase the truth. Adding more fuel to the already blazing fire, photos began circulating of a younger Ryer posing with his mother, his brother, and another man who many quickly speculated was his real father. For a moment, it looked like this could shut the whole case down, but reports revealed Ryer had already taken a DNA test with that man, and the results came back negative. That revelation flipped the internet upside down, because now the mystery only deepens, and the one question everybody wants answered, is Jay Z really the father, remains hanging in the air. The tension has now reached a boiling point. With Beyonce allegedly furious and rumored to be reconsidering her marriage, Jay Z under non-stop scrutiny, and Rye refusing to back down after years of fighting for what he calls nothing but the truth, the stage is set for an explosive showdown. What was once brushed off as gossip has turned into a full-blown public spectacle, one that could shake the foundation of music's most powerful couple and leave the world watching their empire crumble in real time. So at the end of the day, this just reinforces the fact that Rye isn't some random guy running off of wild ideas about Jay Z being his father. This could actually be legit. And if those paternity test results confirm it, the ripple effects across the industry will be massive, shaking not just Jay Z's name, but the entire Carter legacy. Fans are already split, with some demanding accountability and others standing firm in defense of Jay Z, and the tension is only getting hotter by the day. But now, we want to hear from you. What's your take on this entire situation? Do you think Rye really is Jay Z's son, or is this just another attempt to bring down one of hip-hop's biggest icons? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. And don't forget, hit that like, share, and subscribe button so you don't miss the latest twists in this crazy saga. Trust me, the drama isn't slowing down anytime soon. And if you think this story is wild, wait until you see what we've got coming up in the next video.